Waking up to the golden light filtering through the curtains. The day begins with a gentle rhythm softly tapping on the window pane, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. I stretch and feel the energy flowing through my veins like a quiet river waiting to burst into life. Heading to the kitchen, the aroma of fresh coffee beans grinds into the air, mixing with the morning breeze that whispers about new opportunities and fresh starts. Pouring the hot water to the steam rises, curling like a dancer in the spotlight, twisting and turning to the silent beat in my head. I take the cup in my hands, feeling the warmth seep into my palms, grounding me in this present moment, waiting for the sun to fully rise above the horizon, painting the sky in shades of apricot and lavender. Sipping the dark brew, the bitterness wakes up my senses while the bossa nova bassline starts to hum in the background of my mind. Step by step, I move to the balcony, watching the city wake up down below. Cars starting to move like little beetles on a concrete vine, but up here it is just me and the groove. The lo-fi crackle, adding a layer of nostalgia to a day that has not even happened yet. Everything feels possible, everything feels right. Right, the birds are adding their own jazz, reverse and sensual chirping in sync with the beat that drives me forward. I am ready to face whatever comes with a smile and a swing in my step. Let the day unfold like a beautiful melody playing on an old vinyl player, warm and rich and full of soul. There is no rush, there is no hurry, just the steady pulse of life and the promise of something good waiting around the corner, holding on to this feeling of peace and excitement. Balanced perfectly like a chord struck just right, resonating deep within my chest. This is the morning, this is the start, this is the rhythm of my heart, beating time with the universe around me. Out onto the pavement, the air is crisp and cool, the neon signs buzz overhead, casting a kaleidoscope of colors on the wet asphalt, reflecting pinks and blues like a modern painting coming to life. The city never really sleeps, it just changes tune, shifting from the chaotic roar of the day to a smooth jazz house that unscrews a nightwalk, hands in my pockets, walking with the bounce, noticing the details I usually miss, the way the shadow display tag with the light, the sound of distant laughter spilling out of a diner, the rim and click of the traffic lights changing. There is a magic in the air tonight, a feeling that the world is a stage, and I am just gliding through the scenery, passing by the old jazz glide. The muffled sound of a trumpet leaks through the heavy wooden doors, weaving into the lo-fi beat in my headphones, creating a mashup that exists only for me in this moment. And looking up, the skyscrapers seem to sway, slightly dancing along with the clouds, drifting past the moon full and bright, smiling down like an old friend, keeping watch. I feel lighter, and worries left behind with the sunset. Now it is just the flow. connection with the heartbeat of the metropolis. Every step is a drum kick, every breath is a melody. Lines of poetry written in the spacing of my strides, going nowhere in particular. Just enjoying the journey, capturing the vibe, soaking in the atmosphere. My feet shifting softly with every step down to the water's edge, where the ocean kisses the land and in a rift embrace the waves rolling with a gentle hush, crashing lightly like a cymbal brush on a snare drum, natural percussion that soothes the soul. The sun is high and bright, casting diamonds on the blue surface, shimmering and dancing in the heat breeze, blowing through the palm trees, making the leaves rustle like maracas, shaking to a bossa nova beat. I find a spot to sit, watching the horizon stretch out endless, reminding me of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Sipping on a cool drink, the ice clinking against the glass, add another layer to the soundtrack of this perfect afternoon. Closing my eyes, I can hear the music of the coast, the seagulls cry, the children's laughter, the winds whistle, all blending into a harmonious track of joy and relaxation. No schedules here, no deadlines, just the tide coming in and going out, breathing with the earth, feeling the salt on my skin, tasting the freedom in the air, letting the lo-fi vibe slow down time, making every second stretch like taffy, sweet and enjoyable. It is a paradise found not on a map, but in a state of mind, a place where the groove is slow and the mood is high, and everything is exactly as it should be. Drifting. Propelled by the same wind that cools my brow, finding peace in the simple motion of the sea, finding rhythm in the resting, finding joy in just being here right now. Up the stairs, leaving the noise of the street behind, pushing open heavy door to the roof, and suddenly the world opens up wide and vast. The wind and greets me with a playful tug at my shirt, ruffling my hair, whispering secrets of the sky. Standing at the edge, looking out over the sprawling city, it looks like a toy town from up here. Reduced to a mesmerizing pattern of lights and movement. The sun is beginning to dip, casting long shadows that stretch across the roof. turning the concrete into gold. Breathing in the fresh, breathing in the fresh air, filling my lungs with the sense of freedom high above it all, where the perspective changes and problems seem small and insignificant, listening to the beat of the city below, a distant throng. It sounds like a deep house bass line, steady and reassuring. I feel like a king of my own castle, watching over my kingdom, finding clarity in the altitude, finding space in the open sky, letting my thoughts float away like the clouds drifting by unburdened, and light the twilight settles in, bringing a purple hue to the atmosphere. A velvet backdrop for the stars that are starting to peek through, waiting for their turn to shine. This is my sanctuary, my escape, my place to recharge and reconnect with the rhythm of the universe, simply existing above the fray. Calm and collected, full of hope for what comes next. Feel the pulse of the evening begin to quicken, ready to descend back down, but carrying this peace with me wherever I go. Dancing in the shaft of sunlight, cutting through the room like a spotlight on a dusty stage. Lazy Sunday afternoon vibes fill in the house island, but for the hum of the refrigerator and the ticking clock, time to change the mood, time to bring some soul into the space. Walking over to the shelf, fingers tracing the spines of old albums, finding the one with the warm cover, the one that smells like history and good times. Pulling the vinyl out carefully, placing it on the turntable, lowering the needle with a steady hand, the anticipation building in the brief silence before the crackle hits the warm static sound that signals the start of something real. And then the music swells, filling the corners of the room with smooth saxophone and a walking bass line that makes my feet tap, involuntarily swaying to the rhythm, moving furniture just a little to make space for a solo dance. Spinning around in socks on the hardwood floor, feeling the music travel up from the ground into my bones, letting go of the week, letting go of the stress, just getting lost in the melody. The warmth of the analog sound wrapping around me like a blanket, comforting and familiar, singing along to lyrics. it up, humming journeys, finding joy in the simple act of listening, a feeling of being present with the music. Every pop and hiss is a character, every note is a story told. Without words, just pure emotion conveyed through sound, filling my home with happiness, creating memories in the afternoon glow. Keeping the lo-fi aesthetic alive in a high-definition world, slowing down to enjoy the spin.
In the heart of the concrete jungle, surrounded by glass and steel towers, reaching for the clouds, there lies a hidden gem, a patch of green, a century of leaves and grass. Walking through the wrought iron gates, the noise of the traffic fades away, replaced by the rustling of trees and the gentle murmur of a fountain in the center. Find a bench under the shade of a massive oak tree, ample sunlight filtering through the canopy, painting patterns on the path. Taking a deep breath, of damp earth and blooming flowers, a stark contrast to the exhaust fumes outside. This is an urban oasis, a pause button in a fast-forward world plugged into my headphones. The lo-fi beats merge with a natural silk skirt, creating a perfect blend of synthetic and organic rhythms. Watching people walk by, some rushing, some strolling, some reading on the grass. Everyone finding their own moment of peace in this shared space. A squirrel darts across the lawn, stopping to look before scampering up a trunk. Life buzzing in its own little ecosystem, oblivious to the city squeeze outside. Closing my eyes, I can't imagine I am miles away in a forest deep and ancient, but knowing the city is right there adds a certain charm, a feeling of having a secret escape route right in the middle of the action. Recharging my battery, soaking up the green energy, letting the stress melt away into the ground, ready to face the concrete again. But for now, just being here, breathing and listening to the jazz of nature, playing its song softly and sweetly. Key in the ignition, engine hums to life, vibrating through the seatbelt, buckled windows roll down, letting the warm evening air rush in, shifting gears and pulling out onto the open road. The sun is setting ahead, a giant orange ball dipping below the horizon, setting the sky on fire with streaks of red and gold. The road stretches out like a ribbon paving the way to nowhere.
everywhere at once, turning up the volume. The jazz house track fills the car. The bass thumping in time with the white lines flashing by, tapping the steering wheel, feeling the groove. Take over the driving becomes automatic, a dance between man and machine. Flowing through the curves, gliding over the hills, feeling the freedom of motion. The wind whipping through my hair, carrying away any lingering doubts, just the road, the music and the sunset. A perfect trinity of vibes, passing fields that blur into green waves, passing towns that twinkle with early evening lights. Every mile is a melody, every turn is a chord change, driving into the night, chasing the last rays of light, feeling alive and unstoppable. The world is wide and open, and I am just exploring it. It's rhythm, 1 mile at a time. Headlights cutting through the dusk, illuminating the path forward. But looking back is not an option. Only forward, only onward. Into the groove, into the night, into the golden feeling of being completely free and at ease behind the wheel. Sitting in the corner of the busy cafe, snug in a velvet armchair with a little round table that wobbles just a bit. Notebook open, poised, ready to catch the ideas. Floating in the aroma of roasted beans, the clatter of cups and saucers creates a chaotic percussion. The hum of conversations blends into a steady drone, a human hive of taking a sip of the latte foam, clinging to the lips, smiling at the barista who is dancing behind the counter to a song only she can hear. The inspiration strikes a line of poetry, a melody, a sketch taking form on the paper ink. Smoothly capturing the essence of the scene. The couple in the window sharing a silent moment. The student buried in books with a furrowed brow. The old man reading a newspaper from back to front. Everyone a character in the story. I'm weaving set to a soundtrack of lo-fi beats playing softly from the ceiling speakers. The atmosphere is thick with creativity, with the potential for anything to happen. Watching the world go by through the glass pane condensation, mist in the view, making it look like a dream sequence. Write it in furiously. Now the words spilling out faster than I can think, catching the wave of imagination, riding it to the shore of a finished page. Closing the book with a satisfied, sitting back and just observing, soaking it all and feeling part of the tapestry of life. Vibrant and messy and beautiful in its own way. The perfect place to be, the perfect time to write, the perfect mood to create something new. stars, twinkling like diamond dust, scattered by a giant hand. The air is still and silent, waiting for a sound to break the spell. Turning on the radio, a soft jazz tune floats out, weaving through the garden, settling on the grass like dew. Step out onto the patio, barefoot on the cool stones, feeling the connection to the earth, looking up at the constellations, connecting the dots, creating stories in the stars, swaying gently side to side, arms outstretched, embracing the night, dancing with the shadow, dancing with the moonlight, feeling the rhythm pulse through the ground, up into my legs, moving my hips to the bossa beat. Slow and sensual and full of grace, spinning around, looking up until the stars blur it into streaks of light, feeling dizzy with joy, with the simple pleasure of movement. No one is watching, no one is judging, just me and the cosmos, sharing a dance, getting lost in the music, getting lost in the moment. The crickets sat in their own chirping chorus, the wind brushing the leaves in applause. Everything is in harmony, everything is in sync. The universe is a ballroom and I am the dancer, gliding across the floor of the night. Feeling infinite, feeling weightless, feeling like I could float up and join the stars in their eternal swing, shining bright and burning with the fire of life, celebrating the beauty of the now, celebrating the magic of the music under the starlight glow. Raindrops racing down the window pane, tracing paths that merge and separate like destiny. Gray clouds hanging low, but instead of gloom, they bring a sense of cozy comfort. The world outside is washed clean with dust, settled the noise, dampened, retreating into the warmth of the living room, wrapped in a soft blanket, holding a mug of hot tea, steam curling up to tickle my nose. The sound of the rain is a steady rhythm, patter, patter against the glass, nature's own lo-fi beat, soothing and repetitive, calming the mind, slowing down the heart rate, turning on the lamp, casting a warm yellow glow that pushes back the shadows, reading a book, escaping into another world while the real world takes a shower outside. There's a beauty in the rain, a nurturing power that feeds the earth and feeds the soul, feeling safe and dry and content, watching the droplets hit a puddle. That expand and outward endless circles of cause and effect. The jazz house music plays low in the background, mixing with the rain, seamlessly creating a symphony of wet and dry, of cool and warm, of nature and art. Enjoying the solitude, enjoying the pause in the frenzy, just being present with the weather, accepting and loving and finding the joy in a rainy day. Letting it wash away the stress, letting it water the seeds of hope within, ready to bloom when the sun turns. But for now, just resting, just listening, just being happy in the comfort of the shelter while the sky cries happy tears, refreshing the world for a brand new tomorrow.